So we're out here getting breakfast at the Hyatt. The breakfast is really, really good here. I'm super pumped for the card show today. I got some strategies. I'm gonna look to buy some baseball. I'm gonna actually look to buy and crack out some PSA 9s and try to convert them into BGS 9.5s. I usually don't do that at shows, but that's something I'm gonna look to do. One of my students has been crushing it. His name is Mike Roberts. I'm talking about crushing it, like going like 80-85% PSA 10s, like making like $10,000-$12,000 a month. Shout out to you, Mike. You're an inspiration. But also, I'm meeting up with some of my students today. One of my students just upgraded to the MLP Elite package, which you get to work with me one-on-one. So meeting up with him, gonna walk around the show with him, show him some stuff. But yeah, other than that, it should be a good day. Some hair stuff. Got it. Never fun buying that stuff. This cost me like 20 bucks. It should be like 10. Paid a little bit over. I can't flip this, so I'm gonna have to use it. I'm going to take out a lot of cash in the bank for the card show. I don't really like to travel with it, which is why I do it in the state. The card show's in, but I'm trying to get food first. And it's fucking cold as hell and barely any food place. Here, I'll type it out for you. Like that. Sports cards.
Sports cards.
Yes. Everyone thinks I say cars. It's cards.
So like baseball cards.
Yes, it's a very big like industry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, everybody. Headed to the Chicago show. Actually, first we're going to the dispensary, get high a little bit, take the edge off. I'm gonna do some deals, make some money, film some content, and then have some Giordano's later. Pizza's fire. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Chicago Card Show. So as you can see here, this actually leads into a skywalk that leads into the show. We're technically still in our hotel. Now, what I'm gonna be trying to accomplish at this show. So I'm gonna say what I'm trying to accomplish. Hopefully it ends up working out that way. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm looking for high-end baseball, like PSA 9s, BGS 9s, cracking it out, sending it to Beckett, sending it to PSA. I've had some recent success with that. I've had some students that have been doing very well with that. So that's number one. Number two is just regular high-end baseball, stuff already graded, 9.5s, BGS 10s, or PSA 10s. So that's like one side. Then the other side, what I'm always looking to do is, just buy stuff to flip, anything to grade. So it's like, I got like two avenues going, right? The stuff I'm gonna hold for maybe 2 months, 3 months, and the stuff that I'm gonna just flip or just keep moving, trading. It's like, I almost have two different avenues in my sports card business, but let's get it. This show's always sick. I've been coming here for the past like 5 years. Let's do it. I usually get this little adrenaline pump. It's like, I love to gamble. So it's like when I walk into a casino or like a poker room, I get this little like adrenaline pump. I get the same thing for card shows. It never goes away. So whenever you tell someone you buy and sell sports cards, they think it's cars, like C-A-R-S. You'll be into a conversation for like 5 minutes and they'll be like, oh, like Lamborghinis, Porsches? I was like, no, sports autographs and cards, not cars. It's funny. Ago, it's worth like $6,000. Tom Brady PSA. Now you can't even keep track of this stuff. Now they're selling for $8,000. He's wanted $7,000, but I don't really want to buy into the hype like that. I offered him $6,000. I think I'll honestly do it. I think that'll be his best offer. But yeah, it's just crazy how much these things just fluctuate left and right and up and down. It's fucking nuts. What are you asking on the Trout Gold too?
True Gem Plus?
Yeah.
Anything to be had, man. Let's look at some comps. Tell me what they're doing. You know me. I'm easy like Sunday morning, baby boy. You know that. You know business with me.
That's true. The Tiger Woods in the top left, or I guess any of them. What year is that? 2000.
2002, I think they both have.
Are there any comps to this? I can't find anything. Fuck.
That shit, Tiger shit's all dried up. There ain't much around.
Ain't nothing left anymore.
Yeah, I want the Tiger so bad, I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. You ready? Watch this. Watch this. All right. So these are the last sales on the card. That sale's fake. So 4,000 and 3,000. And you have ones from like September at like 2K.
Right.
Okay. I will trade you this for this. I will overpay because I want the stupid Tiger.
Let me see the ones that come. I just want to see. I want to see the centering on it.
Probably double it. What? Okay. Yeah, it might grade for you.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, no problem. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got two options for you. I got two. So either A, I'll meet you in the middle at 25, or B, I have a dice, right? So we play a game. So like this is the game I like to play. Is like basically I just guess what the next number is, and whoever hits first wins. But like if you go first, then I get to match you. Does this make sense? And if you win, it's 26. If I win, it's 24. All right. Oh shit, so I get the match. 6. Damn, you won. I don't want to be in the Acuna that strong because that stuff's dipping because he was like hurt and stuff. 36 on both is really good. It's a really fair offer. You're netting more than you would if you auction them on eBay. I'm giving you cash. All right, I'll do 19, I guess. You win.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so that's a wrap for day 1 of the show. Now, so one of the first cards I picked up was this Ja Morant Blue Shimmer, okay? Now I traded for this, so I traded $1,300 into this. A PSA 9 just did $1,800. So I'm actually gonna grade this, and assuming it gets a 9.5, it looks pretty good, pretty well centered, everything checks out. It should sell for about $3,300 to $3,500, right? So I'm into it for 13, get it graded. It should sell for about $3,300 to $3,500. And if it doesn't grade, I'll break even, but that's the Ja Morant. Okay, so I picked up this Jared Kalenic Blue Bowman Chrome. So I paid $1,900 for this, and Jared Kalenic is someone that was a big prospect, performed pretty bad last year. He hit a home run in his first game, but other than that, he was pretty bad, to be honest with you. But he's gonna have a lot of hype coming into the season, and I paid $1,900. A PSA 9 did $1,100. So honestly, I think this is worth about $2,200, but I think it's gonna get to $28,000 to $3,000 when the time is right. Paid $19, it's not a bad ROI, or at least a projected ROI. Okay, so I paid $2,600 for this Julio Rodriguez. So actually, I rolled dice. It was either $2,400 or $2,600, and I lost. Paid $2,600, but a Min Gem did $2,900. As you can see, this is a true gem. So I paid $26. Honestly, right now it's probably worth about $32, but heading into the season, it's gonna go up to like $36 to $38. It's an atomic refractor. It's not like, blue or a gold or anything as liquid as that, but it's still, I got a really good deal on it, into it for like 80-85%, especially if it's trending and we're going up into the season. So I paid $2,000 on this 1997 Skybox Jordan. So I love these cards. These are they're called inserts. So there's like a bunch of Michael Jordan cards from the 90s that are worth a shit ton of money. Obviously people love Michael Jordan. A true gem did $3,000, and this is a min gem. I paid $2,000. It's worth probably like $2,300 to $2,500. Let's say $2,400 it's worth. I paid $2,000. It's definitely not a bad deal. It's just something I can just add to my inventory that just rolls and rolls, and I keep trading and moving up and up and up. So that was my thought process when buying this. Definitely not a bad deal. So I picked up this Trevor Lawrence XRC tie-dye for $2,500. The only comp did $2,700, okay? And it looks like it's in immaculate condition. Just from what I was looking at, I took the card out, looked at it, and I'm gonna send it to PSA, spend about $200 on getting it graded, and a PSA 10 will be $6,500 about, in that range, and I think it has a really good shot, about a 50% chance of getting a PSA 10, right? So I paid $2,500, and essentially I'm risking $200 to get it graded to make, a $3,000 plus return, right? So that's my thought process when buying it. It looks immaculate. If I had a bet, I would definitely say it's gonna be a PSA 10. All right, so just a recap of day 1. So it was pretty successful. Bought some stuff to grade. I didn't buy baseball exactly what I was looking for, but definitely bought some solid stuff to get graded. I sold the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Mojo for $6,700. I made about 25-30% on it. I was into it for about $5,000, so that was definitely good. Probably moved and bought about $25,000-ish, $20,000 to $25,000 first day, not bad. So we're gonna head to the trade night later, and the trade night it's not like the show. It's kind of like just where regular people with their cases like the one I'm sitting on, just kind of go in a hotel lobby and start making deals. And it's obviously a lot easier to do a deal with somebody if they're not a dealer who's trying to bend you over backwards. So I do really well with those. So looking forward to that tonight. How's it going? What's up? Thank you. You mind if I take a look? Came to the trade night. Was a little disappointing. Wasn't really that good of stuff. So came in. I saw it wasn't that good. Cut our losses. It's like 2 minutes away from the hotel. Going to head to the casino. So as you guys all know, I love to gamble. and yeah, hopefully keep the profits going. It probably won't happen, but we're gonna try to make it happen. Day number 2 of the Chicago Sports Card Show. Now, day number 1 went kind of exactly how I planned. It wasn't crazy, it wasn't anything horrible. It was just a card show, Chicago card show. It's exactly what I thought. Now, I'm sporting this jersey today because my thought process is if I wear a baseball jersey, hopefully more baseball stuff will come about. I didn't buy as much baseball as I would have liked yesterday. I bought some nice stuff like that Tiger Woods auto. It's sick. I think I got a sick price on it, but my goal today is just keep hammering at baseball. I'm probably gonna be a little bit more aggressive. I have maybe $35,000 or $40,000 in this bag behind me. I'm looking to spend all of it. Probably won't happen, but that's my thought process. Maybe I'll try to buy somebody out. Maybe buy most of their table, a lot of their high end. Maybe they'll give me a nice bulk discount. That's my goal. We'll see what happens. Usually on Saturday, there's a lot more foot traffic because obviously people are off on Saturday. And if people are off, obviously more people are gonna go to the show. And more people go to the show, that means more people are just kind of sitting around doing deals with each other rather than just doing deals with vendors, right? Because doing deals with just regular people instead of doing deals with people that set up, they're usually a lot more reasonable, a lot more flexible, and yeah, it usually works out a lot better. But that's the goal. That's what we're gonna do today. Flight leaves today at about 5:30. Head back to New York, but before that, let's make some money. Take 900 on it? Cash?
I can do 1100. Okay.
All right, yeah, I have a proposal. So, I'll meet you in the middle at $1,000, or wait for it. We could roll dice for 900 or 1100. It's up to you. I don't care. No, it's fine. You don't strike me as a gambler. I like to gamble. All right. Thanks for $100, and I paid $1,000. This card has to be worth at least 14. He's gonna sign a big contract too. He rejected his offer from the Dodgers. Might go to the Yankees. I think it's like a $1,500 card. He gave it to me for $1,000. Going to baseball, I project myself selling this for about $2,000 to be honest. But have you been holding these for a long time?
Yeah, I bought all his stuff in 2018.
Just killing it.
I paid $50 for it.
Killing it.
A lot of these.
Yeah, I might add a couple things. Hold on. Is that? Which one's that? This is 44. It's the Aqua.
Yeah.
That's a min gem or a true gem?
I think that's a true.
What's that worth? I have $50 on it. I got it.
Yeah, that was a quad 95.
Okay, then the one next to it's a hollow PSA 10.
What about this one? Yep. I got that one at 2. I'm at.
Oh, you can take out the Aqua. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna make an offer of this, and this. So let me just make a bulk offer. It's 68. Take 14,000 for 4.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
All right, sweet. What I own a couple businesses. The best thing you could ever do, now that you have money, take the money and pay people that own businesses or know way more than you to coach them, teach them, and they'll teach you how to invest in real estate or do stuff that'll make you a lot more money. And your money will work for you.
I've never had money like this in my life, so I don't know what to
That's
do.
good. You should take. Well, my piece of advice would I've been pretty fortunate in my life with sports cards or starting my business and stuff. You want your money to work for you. You don't want to trade your time for money. Learn with that type of money, you can invest in real estate, start renting it out. I'm not the expert on that stuff, so don't ask me. But there's people that are that you could pay, learn from courses. If I were you, bro, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Quit your job, take all the money, learn how to fucking utilize that money, pay coaches, pay mentors, and then you'll be chilling. I have a Zion Blue Min Gem. I offered it for that, and then the light blue Mahomes. This is intense. This is an intense video.
I'm sorry, I'm very indecisive.
No, it's all, I'm the same way. I sit there and think for minutes and minutes. So you're saying Zion and 5K, and I said.
We're gonna have these 3 right and that one.
And that the light blue, yeah. So let me think for a second. All right, I'll do Zion in $3,000.
You need in the middle 4?
Sure. Good? I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Honestly, pretty good. These were worth like anywhere from 18 to 20,000. All these Mahomes cards. Gave him 14. I mean, he was into them for pennies. He was into them for like, man, maybe like $700 total. I gave him 14 grand, but obviously times have changed since he bought those. But yeah, I mean, also I love to buy the dip, especially with great players. So, I mean, for like these Mahomes cards, man, like stuff like this, like last year when people thought he was like the GOAT, they were just not available at all. And if they were available, it was like crazy over comps. And now people get a little bit nervous, so you buy them. The great investor Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." And I'm being greedy when others are fearful. So it works. Think what happened here. So like this is about 10,000. This is about 4,500. That's 14,500. This is 5,000. It's 19,500. This is 2,500. So that's 22,000. I gave him my Zion blue, which I was into for about 10. So I gave him 14,000 what I was into for 22,000 and just really, really liquid stuff. Like I'm buying the dip with Mahomes, really good. This stuff has dipped a little as well. That's always super liquid. So like it's a really good deal for me. I have a lot of Zion. I bought heavy into the dip, so I was happy to get out of at least one of the blues I got into for cheap. So yeah, it's like a $8,000 profit. But then on his end, right, he was into this Mahomes blue for like $500. He bought them before he started his first game. So it's a win-win for both. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna crush it. He'd probably hold his Zion, wait till he comes back, do really well. But it's just a mutually beneficial trade for both parties. So be fair, because you will see these people again, right? You will come in contact with them through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sports card shows, and they'll remember you. And you know, when they go home and they'll think to themselves about the deal, they'll be like, wait, I sold it for way too cheap. They're not gonna like you. But you know, because I didn't pester them and I was easy to deal with, like, yeah, I probably could have got it for cheaper, but I knew I was doing decent. Like, I'm not gonna try to bend him over for $1,000 bucks. Because I'll probably do more deals with him, right? I got his contact information. So like, you know, it's all about long-term relationships, right? It's simple business 101. Okay, so I was explaining to my boy Ray, so like the difference between True Gem, Min Gem, and all this stuff. So like, this is a Min Gem, right? It has a 9 subgrade. This is a True Gem, okay? All the subgrades are a 9.5 or higher. This is a True Gem Plus, right? 9.5 with 10 subgrades, okay? With a 10 subgrade. And if I had 2 10 subgrades, it would be a plus plus. If I had 3 10s, it would be the whole grade of this card would be a BGS 10, like instead of it being a 9.5, it would be a 10. And then after that would be a black label, a perfect card, like 10x is the value. And then you have a PSA, which is the other grading company, where it's pretty simple. It's either a 9, a 10, an 8.5, an 8, and there's no subgrades. So like, hope that makes sense. That's like the difference in dollars. That's about $2,000. That's about $5,000. That's about $10,000. It sells for a lot of money, this stuff. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. Like, I own an online coaching program that teaches people how to do this stuff. So they pay me, and I teach them how to make money with sports cards. Yeah, that's with the video and all this stuff. Yeah. Thank $2 grand for a card, and you pay $200 to get it graded, and you have a 40 to 50% chance of it doubling, right? Look at those math numbers. That's how I made my living. That's how I paid for college, even though I dropped out. That's how I pay for everything. Numbers, right? I'm paying 80%, flipping it. I'm short-term investing, paying $2 grand, flipping for $2,800 2 months later. I'm buying stuff at $4 grand, a PSA 9, cracking it out, sending it to Beckett. Now it's worth $7 grand. Like, there's a million different ways to make money in this hobby. You just obviously need to know what you're doing, you need the right guidance. It took me years to learn all this stuff, right? It looks easy now, but you know, years ago it wasn't so easy. Okay, so a PSA 10 is harder to get than a Beckett 9.5. So what you could do, and what you see me do, is I'll buy a PSA 9, okay? And I'll crack it out of the case. And then I'll send it into Beckett, right? Because I know a PSA 9s are harder to get than a Beckett 9, and it has a high chance of getting a Beckett 9.5, right? So like, if you're able to look at the card properly, make sure the corners are good, the center is good, the edges are good, because you could send in cards to PSA, and they'll look good, they'll be clean, but just the grader will be in a bad mood, right? Grading is a subjective process done by humans with emotions and feelings. So like, this happens all the time, right? I've made huge money off cracking a PSA 9, submitting it back into PSA or submitting it back into Beckett, right? It's a game. This whole sports card thing's a game. But yeah, the moral of the story is just be a fucking relentless animal. Never give up. That's the moral of the story.